A 71-year-old man's passing in his sleep. 4 bedtime habits to consider. Avoiding after age 70. Did you know a 71-year-old man recently passed away unexpectedly in his sleep? This shocking event prompts reflection on the fragility of life. Despite showing no serious signs of illness, he simply didn't wake up one morning. Could this have been prevented? It's true that our bodies change as we age, particularly in our 70s. Pre-sleep habits can significantly impact our health and well-being, even posing life-threatening risks. Today, let's explore 4 pre-sleep habits to avoid for better health and longevity. 1. Eating heavy meals too late at night. Slowed digestion with age. As we age, our bodies become less efficient at digesting food. Digestive function naturally declines, making the breakdown of food more challenging. This means that after a heavy meal, the body expends significant energy on digestion, working overtime to process food in the stomach and intestines. This prevents the digestive system from receiving the necessary rest it needs. Going to sleep immediately after a large meal further compromises this rest and recovery period. Acid reflux and GERD. Acid reflux occurs when stomach acid flows back into the esophagus, causing discomfort, heartburn, and sometimes coughing or a choking sensation. Consuming a large meal in the evening and lying down soon afterward removes the benefit of gravity in keeping food and acid in the stomach. This allows acid to reflux more easily, leading to nighttime discomfort, coughing, and even shortness of breath. Chronic acid reflux can lead to gastroesophageal reflux disease (GERD), causing esophageal damage and increasing the risk of serious respiratory problems. Strain on the cardiovascular system. After eating, the cardiovascular system works harder to supply blood to the stomach and digestive organs. This increases heart rate and blood pressure, counteracting the natural decrease in heart rate that should occur during rest and recovery. A large evening meal prevents this necessary heart rate reduction, potentially increasing the risk of cardiovascular problems, including heart attacks and strokes. Disrupted and unrestorative sleep. Ongoing digestion interferes with the ability to achieve deep, restful sleep. Sleep becomes fragmented, leading to awakenings throughout the night as the body continues to work hard. Furthermore, late-night eating contributes to weight gain if caloric intake exceeds expenditure. Slowed digestion and reduced metabolism prevent the body from efficiently processing and burning excess calories. Increased risk of blood sugar and cardiovascular issues. Large evening meals, particularly those high in carbohydrates or sugars, can cause blood sugar spikes. This is especially problematic for individuals with pre-existing diabetes, leading to unstable blood sugar levels, negatively impacting sleep and overall health. Research indicates that excessive evening consumption increases the risk of cardiovascular disease, as the body struggles to effectively process fats and calories overnight. Elevated risk of gastritis and pancreatitis. Overworking the stomach to digest a large evening meal can irritate the stomach lining, potentially leading to gastritis or ulcers over time. Similarly, excessive nighttime eating can strain the pancreas, increasing the risk of inflammation and damage. Alternative solutions. Eating at least 3 to 4 hours before bedtime allows the digestive system sufficient time to process food before sleep. Opting for light, easily digestible snacks, such as a small portion of fruit, a handful of nuts, or a cup of herbal tea, can promote restful sleep without overburdening the digestive system. 2. Drinking too much liquid before bed. Frequent nocturia and its impact on sleep quality. Nocturia, the need to urinate frequently at night, significantly disrupts sleep. Excessive fluid intake before bedtime overworks the bladder, which functions less efficiently during sleep. This leads to interrupted sleep cycles, resulting in insufficient restorative rest. The repeated awakenings not only steal valuable sleep time, but also disrupt the body's natural sleep-wake rhythm, leaving individuals feeling unrefreshed and fatigued upon waking. Increased risk of falls and accidents. Nocturnal awakenings pose a heightened risk of falls and accidents, particularly for older adults. The sudden shift in posture upon arising can trigger postural hypotension, a drop in blood pressure, leading to dizziness and an increased likelihood of falls. Navigating dimly lit hallways or bathrooms in the dark further exacerbates this risk. Falls can result in serious injuries, including fractures, head trauma, and other potentially life-threatening complications. Sleep disruption and diminished sleep quality. Frequent nighttime awakenings interfere with the body's natural melatonin production. Melatonin, a hormone crucial for regulating sleep, is suppressed when the body perceives light or activity during the night. This disruption leads to poor sleep quality, characterized by lighter, less restorative sleep and persistent daytime fatigue. The resulting sleep deprivation negatively impacts both physical and mental well-being, weakening the immune system, increasing blood pressure, and impairing cognitive function, including memory and concentration. This can contribute to anxiety and depression. Elevated risk of renal and urinary tract issues. Excessive fluid intake before sleep places an undue burden on the kidneys, forcing them to work overtime to filter and eliminate excess fluid. This prolonged activity can lead to kidney strain and potentially contribute to the development of renal issues or other urinary complications. Furthermore, frequent trips to the bathroom increase the risk of urinary tract infections, UTIs, especially in older adults whose immune systems may be compromised. The repeated disruption of sleep and the potential for minor trauma to the urethra during nighttime urination contribute to this increased vulnerability. Increased risk of stroke and cardiovascular problems. The sudden changes in blood pressure associated with nighttime awakenings can strain the cardiovascular system. These fluctuations can increase the risk of cardiovascular events, including stroke. While excessive fluid intake may seem to be the primary culprit, the body can also experience mild dehydration during sleep due to ongoing metabolic processes, further impacting recovery and overall health. Strategies for maintaining nocturnal urinary balance. Managing nocturia involves proactive adjustments to fluid intake. The majority of daily fluid consumption should occur during daylight hours, allowing the body ample time to process excess fluids before sleep. Reducing fluid intake in the hours leading up to bedtime is crucial. Instead of large quantities of water, consider small sips or warm herbal teas. Be mindful of hidden sources of fluid in fruits, soups, and processed foods, as these can contribute significantly to overall fluid intake without being readily apparent. Number 3. Sleeping in a room that's too warm. Difficulty regulating body temperature. Thermoregulation declines with age. Older adults lose the ability to efficiently regulate their body temperature compared to younger individuals. Sleeping in an overheated room increases the risk of overheating due to reduced sweating and heat dissipation. Elevated body temperature. Sleeping in a warm environment forces the body to work harder to cool down, placing additional strain on the heart and blood vessels as the circulatory system works overtime to prevent overheating. Cardiovascular strain. Increased heart rate and blood pressure. Overheating causes the heart to pump harder to maintain stable body temperature, potentially straining the cardiovascular system and increasing heart rate and blood pressure. This is particularly risky for older adults with pre-existing heart or blood pressure conditions, increasing the risk of heart disease or stroke. Impaired blood circulation. A sensation of heat causes blood vessels to dilate to aid cooling, increasing the workload on the circulatory system. If the body cannot effectively compensate, this adds pressure to blood vessels and may lead to oxygen deprivation in vital organs. Poor sleep quality and recovery. Reduced sleep quality. Deep sleep is crucial for overall health and bodily restoration. An overheated room can hinder the body's natural cooling process, disrupting the sleep cycle. The body needs to cool down to achieve deep sleep and energy replenishment. In a hot room, ineffective cooling leads to fragmented, non-restorative sleep. Impact on sleep quality and mental well-being. Insufficient sleep causes fatigue, stress, reduced concentration, and psychological issues such as anxiety and depression. Older adults may struggle to maintain deep sleep in less than ideal room temperatures. Increased risk of dehydration. Nighttime sweating. Sleeping in a warm room increases sweating as the body attempts to cool down. This can lead to mild dehydration, even if unnoticed. Dehydration thickens the blood, reducing circulation and increasing the risk of blood clots, stroke, or cardiovascular problems. Dehydration and health impacts. Dehydration can lower blood pressure and increase the risk of health problems such as dizziness, fatigue, or even stroke. In older adults, dehydration can exacerbate conditions like constipation, dry skin, and low energy. Increased risk of breathing difficulties and respiratory problems. Difficulty breathing in a hot environment. Sleeping in an overheated room can make breathing difficult due to humid or stale air, increasing the risk of respiratory problems, especially for those with asthma, COPD, or related cardiovascular conditions. Impact on deep sleep. Breathing difficulties can lead to frequent awakenings, disrupting sleep and causing fatigue. Lack of fresh air further reduces the body's restorative capacity during sleep. Risk of hypoxia and exacerbation of health issues. Reduced air quality. In warm, enclosed environments, air can become stuffy and oxygen deficient, especially without open windows or adequate ventilation. This hypoxia leads to fatigue, headaches, and circulatory problems. Increased risk of cardiovascular disease. Oxygen deficiency forces the heart to work harder, increasing the risk of cardiovascular disease and stroke, particularly in older adults with a history of heart problems. Solutions for improving bedroom temperature. Ideal sleep temperature. Experts recommend a bedroom temperature of 16 degrees to 20 to 60 degrees to 67 degrees Celsius. This allows for easy body cooling, promoting deep, restorative sleep. Tips for adjusting room temperature. If too cold, use a light blanket or fan. If too warm, use air conditioning or open windows. Light blankets and breathable pajamas can also help prevent overheating. Pay attention to humidity. Room humidity also affects sleep quality. If the air is too dry, use a humidifier to maintain appropriate humidity levels. 4. Sleeping in the wrong position. Compromised breathing pathways. Due to incorrect sleeping positions, one of the most significant risks associated with poor sleep posture is the potential obstruction of airways, leading to respiratory complications. When sleeping supine, on your back, gravity can cause the tongue and soft tissues in the throat to relax and fall backward, partially or completely blocking the airway. This can result in sleep apnea, a condition characterized by temporary pauses in breathing during sleep. Sleep apnea deprives the body of oxygen, leading to a cascade of negative effects, including disrupted sleep patterns, daytime fatigue, increased stress levels, and a heightened risk of cardiovascular disease, hypertension, and stroke. Cardiovascular strain and impaired circulation from suboptimal sleep positions. Incorrect sleeping positions, particularly sleeping on the right side, can exert pressure on the heart, hindering blood circulation and reducing the heart's pumping efficiency. Gravity, when lying on the right side, can increase the workload on the heart, forcing it to work harder to circulate blood. This increased strain can contribute to cardiovascular problems, especially in elderly individuals with pre-existing heart conditions. For those with heart failure or hypertension, sleeping on the right side may exacerbate these conditions by increasing the risk of edema, fluid buildup due to impaired circulation. Back pain and spinal issues. Resulting from poor sleep posture. Maintaining an incorrect sleeping posture for extended periods, especially sleeping supine without adequate neck and back support, can strain the spine, muscles, and joints, leading to back pain. Elderly individuals, often experiencing age-related spinal degeneration, are particularly vulnerable to such issues. Poor sleep posture prevents the body from achieving complete relaxation, hindering the restorative and regenerative processes that occur during sleep. This can result in morning aches, fatigue, and reduced sleep quality. Gastrointestinal obstruction. Due to incorrect sleeping positions. Sleeping in inappropriate positions, especially supine or on the right side, can impede gastrointestinal function. This can lead to the reflux of stomach acid into the esophagus, causing acid reflux or gastroesophageal reflux disease, GERD. Symptoms can include discomfort, heartburn, and exacerbation of existing digestive problems. Poor sleep posture can also interfere with efficient digestion, potentially affecting nutrient absorption and leading to bloating, indigestion, and other digestive issues. Impact of incorrect sleep posture on cerebral circulation. Incorrect sleeping positions, particularly prone or right-side sleeping, can compromise cerebral blood flow. This reduced blood and oxygen supply to the brain can negatively affect concentration, memory, and cognitive function. The decreased blood flow and oxygenation can also increase the risk of stroke, particularly in elderly individuals with pre-existing cerebrovascular conditions. Optimal sleep positions for the elderly. Experts recommend that older adults sleep on their left side to minimize pressure on the heart and improve blood circulation. This position enhances circulation, reducing the risk of cardiovascular and hypertensive complications, while also lessening pressure on organs such as the stomach and liver. Using supportive pillows can help maintain this left-side sleeping position and prevent rolling onto the back. Elevating the head slightly with pillows can also help reduce acid reflux and promote deeper, more restful sleep. To avoid back pain and spinal problems, the elderly should avoid sleeping prone or supine without adequate neck and spinal support. When sleeping supine, a pillow of appropriate height should be used to support the neck, maintaining spinal alignment. Benefits of correct sleep posture. Adopting a proper sleep posture promotes relaxation and facilitates deeper sleep, leading to improved sleep quality. Restorative sleep replenishes energy, enhances memory, strengthens the immune system, and reduces stress. Correct sleep posture also mitigates the risk of cardiovascular disease, stroke, and respiratory problems. For the elderly, maintaining a suitable sleep position is particularly crucial in minimizing risks associated with circulation and respiration. So, have you identified any of these habits that might be affecting your sleep and health? Small yet significant changes to your nighttime routine can help you avoid serious risks, improve sleep quality, and enhance your overall well-being. Try incorporating 1 or 2 changes starting today and observe the positive difference. If you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss future videos. We consistently share valuable information to help you live a healthier and longer life. Share your thoughts in the comments below, and let's build a healthier community together.